Yo, you guys know who it is. It's 1P of the pod. That is Who's the Jerk podcast. Um, I'm your co-host, Monty. Obviously, let's get some W's in the chat for Yusef. Yusef obviously couldn't make the episode today. Scheduling issues. We're coming with a banger though. Best believe. By the way, guys, this is Who's the Jerk. This is a channel, this is a podcast where we break down real life scenarios with real life people in real time to figure out who's really tripping. Your baby mama cheated on you. Am I wrong for going and getting with her friend? I'm just playing. But that's the premise of the show, y'all. That's a little extreme, right? That's not going to be covered in this episode, but that's just to give you a taste of the premise of the show, right? Who is the jerk? Right? So today, guys, obviously, we're coming up on holidays. Thanksgiving is coming up next week. What them plates looking like, by the way, plate check. I'm checking plates this year. You already know what it is. Mandatory plate checks every year. Obviously, Christmas is coming up. New Year's. We're actually entering that stage of 2025 of the year where, families come together, things start getting fruitful and multiplying. There's love and joy and cheer in the air. But we still got to find out who's the jerk. So I got a couple of actual holiday-based scenarios for y'all to break down. I'm gonna explain them to y'all. We're gonna break it down, chop it up, and see who's in the right, who's in the wrong, who's the jerk. So this first one, right? Am I the jerk for refusing to sit at the kids' table? So me, 25-year-old male, went to my family reunion this past weekend, and everything was going fine until it was time for dinner. My aunt was in charge of the seating. You know how the aunties get. And for some reason, she told me I had to sit at the kids' table. Now, the race of this man isn't in the post, but I guarantee you this is a black man. I don't know if it's a black community thing, but why they always got the kids' table? Uncle and auntie always got to sit. I'm in my 20s now, so I done had a few Thanksgivings under my belt. When I was a jit, I remember always sitting with the jits and looking at the adult table like, dang, I want to know what they sipping on, what they got over there. You feel me? They got drinks, they playing dominoes, they playing games. Me as a 10, 11-year-old, I'm over here at the table with my little chicken leg. I'm trying to, you feel me? I want to get to the adults table, right? I'm just yapping. But anyways, I just had to mention that. I don't know the race of this person, and I'm not trying to assume, but I really feel like that's like a black culture thing. But anyways, the aunt was in charge of the seating, and for some reason, she told me I had to sit at the kids' table. But my little brother was allowed to sit with the adults along with all of my other cousins who were younger than me. When I asked why, she just laughed and said, "You've always been the fun one. The kids love you." I told her I wasn't a kid anymore and that I should be sitting with the adults, but she waved me off and told me not to make a big deal out of it. I can't lie. Here's one thing about Thanksgiving, yo. Low key, aunties be running the show. First off, rest in peace, auntie. Had an auntie unfortunately pass away last year, but I can't lie. Aunties be the highlight of the functions. Like if you got a lit auntie, the Thanksgiving is always gonna be jumping. And aunties, they love running the show more than the grandmas do, low key. Like I can't lie. The aunties be lit. So I really can't blame the auntie for trying to really, they got structure. They got structure. You feel me? We got the kids table, we got the thought, who's bringing this, who's bringing the casserole, who's bringing the mac. The aunts really be the maestros sometimes of the whole Thanksgiving, you feel me, plot. So I get it. Now, what did he say next? He says, "At first, I thought about just going along with to keep the peace, but the more I thought about it, the more ridiculous it felt. I mean, I have a full-time job, I pay my own bills, and even have a girlfriend. But yet, I was stuck at the kids' table while my younger brother got to sit with the other adults. So instead of sitting with the kids, I took my plate and went to eat outside on the patio by myself. Um, Basically, am I the jerk for leaving the kids' table and just going to completely sit with myself because I wasn't allowed to sit with the adults table? Now, in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Me personally, I can't lie. Being one of the older people now, like in the family, like I'm getting up into unk ages. I can't lie. I like sitting with the little jits. You feel me? I like catching up on the lingo and trying to stay fresh, keeping my mind fresh, knowing what these kids is doing nowadays. 6, 7, you feel me? Like I want to hang around the little, my little nieces and nephews and everybody and get the sauce. The young kids are for the sauce. You know what I mean? You can really learn a lot of just stuff that's going on from these younger kids nowadays. I don't know what's going on. So me personally, I wouldn't say you were the jerk. because I can see why you would be mad because you want to go sit with Uncle Auntie and them at the big boy table. I get it. I get it. They popping off wine, they're popping off. You feel me? They probably got some, Bud Light, but they going crazy. So I get it. But at the same time, right? Like I can't lie, Thanksgiving in general for me, I'm lit just with the family. So if I gotta sit with the little jits, so be it. We're turning on, we watching the Cowboys get smacked by 40 on Thanksgiving with big turkey legs and stuffing. And I'm chopping it up with them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys do you guys also relate to the kids table, adult table thing? Like, cause I relate. Like I remember as a kid vividly like sitting around like my little brother, little sister when we were all younger. We all had our own little area and the adults literally had their own little other area, right? And you have to get up from the kids area, like the kids table and go over and hey mom, can I get some? Like for real, it was a whole thing. It was sectioned off. It was like the club. You feel me? In the adult part of Thanksgiving felt like the VIP section. When you was a young kid and you got to go sit with the adults at the adult table, be up in the chair, maybe put a little domino on the table, play a little Monopoly with the fake money. Oh yeah, you felt like Shador. You feel me? I got my chance. I can't waste it. So, I mean, me personally, I got a whole different take on this, but I wouldn't say you're the jerk, bro, because I can't lie. In certain instances, I might be hot too. Especially, I don't know your family situation. Like, I don't know, maybe if you don't mess with like your younger nieces, nephews, whatever they may be. So, it also may be like a that thing. Like, we just don't get along. So, I don't even want to sit, with these young jits. Maybe they're just annoying young kids because some of these young kids be annoying. I'm not gonna lie. They be so I get it if you want to, just go duck off and eat your turkey leg by yourself in the corner, right? Turn the football game on, chill. I can't blame you. You feel me? Because you still showed up and you're still around family. So you are not the jerk. You're not. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Let me know if you relate to. Do you guys relate to having the kids table, and the adults table? Would you be mad at this grown age if Auntie came to you and said, "Can you go sit with the kids? Like we need the spot." Would you be mad? Would you be mad? Let me know. Um, but no, I don't think you're the jerk. Um, and for our second one, um, another Thanksgiving based family reunion story. Am I the jerk for not letting my sister's new boyfriend come to Thanksgiving? So here's the situation. My family is pretty small, and Thanksgiving is always a big deal for us. We're all so close, but this year, my sister told me last minute that she wanted to bring her new boyfriend. They've been dating for like 2 months, and none of us have met him. I was hesitant because, first off, we don't have a ton of space. We're already squeezing into my little dining room, and I've spent weeks planning and budgeting for food. Felt that. It's expensive. 2025 tariffs, all this stuff. I get that. Plus, Thanksgiving is kind of sacred for us. It's about family. Okay, family. Shout out Dom Toretto. My sister has brought random boyfriends to events in the past. Yikes. Okay, and it's always been awkward when they don't stick around long term. I told her I prefer to keep it just family this year, but she got upset and said I was being unfair and that he's important to her. I stuck to my decision and now she's threatening not to come at all, saying I'm ruining her holiday. My mom thinks I should have just let him come, but my brother said I was right to set boundaries. Now I'm wondering if I should have just sucked it up to keep the peace. Am I the jerk? So is this woman the jerk, right, for not letting her sister's new boyfriend come to Thanksgiving? Now, me personally, right, how it works for me, right? And because I agree, Thanksgiving is about family, right? But if you're stepping into this home, right, as soon as foot hits concrete, what's in your hand? What did you bring? What did you bring? Do you have casserole? Do you have mac? Do you have the Hawaiian rolls? Do you have green bean casserole? Do you have pumpkin pie, apple, peach, something? You know what I mean? What you bring in? What you bringing? Right? Because if you're just pulling up to get a plate, no, sir, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You don't get to eat for free. I'm sorry, right? There's a tradition that I have every Thanksgiving where, all my homeboys and everybody that I'm close with, right? If they families eat, after it gets a little bit later in Thanksgiving, right, I'll go over there and get a plate from each one. So I come back to the crib after I ate my family's Thanksgiving and had them leftovers. I go and get me about 4 extra plates from around the KCMO area. So you know what I mean? I'm good. So for me, given speaking from like the manly perspective, like the boyfriend low key is probably just trying to come for a free plate. Let's be real. Now, maybe he does care about your sister, right? Maybe they're, you know what I mean, having a good relationship. But you mentioned that she's brought random boyfriends to events in the past. That's actually kind of crazy. I can't lie. Me personally, I don't really bring like I'll bring people that I'm talking to, or like maybe even significant others around my family, but like to big events, like unless I think I'm putting a ring on it, like you're not. I'm sorry. Like I'll bring you a plate back, baby, after we eat. Like, what do you want? Do you want turkey? What rice? Cat? I'll bring you a plate, foil it up, everything. I'll bring it to you. But we probably gonna say face this holidays, okay? I want to keep the cheer. So I can't lie. I can't say you're the jerk on this either, to be honest, because I feel like if your sister, or even if it was opposite, your brother was just bringing around, random significant others to various like family events. And I also feel like Thanksgiving is kind of like more of like a intimate special holiday, right? Like close friends, obviously. And you even have the whole like friendsgiving thing now. I don't know if y'all know, but like the weekend before Thanksgiving, or like the weekend after Thanksgiving or something, it depends on what your friends set up. Basically your friends come together, y'all cook, and it's like a friendsgiving. You guys are, it's like the family friend type vibe. You know what I mean? So he could even pull up. Y'all have a friendsgiving, have the boyfriend, go to the da da da, and at least get cool with them. But to me, this feels like a free play opportunity, which I can't knock bro for necessarily. You know what I mean? Everybody wants a free plate on Thanksgiving. Everybody wants a neck. You can't go wrong with another plate on Thanksgiving. I can't lie. This is the one day in the year I'm not looking at you crazy for literally stuffing your face. Do it. You feel me? So, no, you're not the jerk for not letting your sister's boyfriend come over, because you don't know what could happen. You know what I mean? Auntie could start pressing him. Grandma could start pressing him. So, what do you like in my granddaughter? What do you like in? And then, so you feel me? And if he's really just there for a play, he's like, I'm just here for the turkey for real. All right, you gotta go, buddy. And then you lost your chance at a to go plate too, because they're trashing your plate. You don't get to take that home. So to be honest, it's really good. I think that the sister did this not only to like, I think, protect the sacredness of the Thanksgiving, their Thanksgiving, right? Judging by the, this little post. But also, right, give it more time to formulate, right? Because maybe if you never know, 3 days, a week after Thanksgiving, obviously, hopefully not, knock on sofa, right? Y'all break up or something. You know what I mean? So we got to go play, and now he's on to the next. You know what I mean? Like you can't. I'm sorry, you can't do that. So definitely just continue to let it marinate for sure. See if that's still a long lasting connection. And that's the good thing about Thanksgiving and Christmas, the holidays. Christmas is right after Thanksgiving. We're in the playoff period. We're in the playoff push right now. Okay, we're like I'd say the round of 16. If we put it in soccer terms, we're in the round of 16 right now. Thanksgiving, boom, you're cutting it down. Now we're in the final 8, right? First week of December, couple weeks, boom. Now we're in the final 4. When Christmas comes, it's the final 2. You and your significant other, okay? So even if Thanksgiving you can't make it shake, you have a lot of time until Christmas. So no, you are not the jerk. That was my synopsis of this situation, and that's just how I feel. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this girl the jerk for not letting the sister's new boyfriend come to Thanksgiving? Would you have let your man's pull up? Would you have let your new girl pull up to get a plate, chop it up with the family? Would you be comfortable with that? You know what I mean? I don't know. I really just don't know how I would feel, even just also as the boyfriend too. Like me personally, I wouldn't want to. I'd probably just go chill my family. But I digress. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Those are the only 2 stories I got today. I tried to give y'all a little holiday vibe, holiday feeling. Next episode, hopefully, I will have Yusef with me. We're coming with some good stuff, good topics. May not be holiday based, but they will be spicy. You feel me? But that's all I got for you guys for this episode of Who's the Jerk. It's 1P of the pod. Amani signing out. Peace.